All right, do you guys want to know what separates the world's top performers like Elon Musk, David Goggins, or Arnold Schwarzenegger? You know, these people that just accomplish amazing feats that most deem impossible. What separates them from the men who have ambitions just as big but fail to get there? The reality is there's usually a few things, but the biggest one that I see time and time again is people waiting to take action. You know, you might have done this yourself. You know, you tell yourself you're gonna start eating healthy. Also, look at that hair. Got some strong hair game right now. But yeah, you might tell yourself that you want to eat healthy, but then you're like, oh, I'm going on a trip this weekend, so you know what? I'll do it when I get back. Or you're like, I'm gonna start working out. But look, gyms are closed right now, so you're not gonna wait till they open up. You know, there's always these conditions. There's always something, some experiences or some external factor that gives you a reason to not take action. But then look, when next week rolls around, when you get back from that trip, you have another excuse. You're like, oh, I'm feeling kind of tired, don't have that willpower or motivation. I'm gonna start in a few days. And the thing is, everyone keeps doing this, but there's always going to be something that you can use as an excuse. There's always a reason not to do something that will improve yourself. That's difficult, you know? But if you keep waiting, your life's just going to stay the same, you know? How long have you been telling yourself that you're going to eat healthy? How long have you been telling yourself that you're going to work out? You know, there's always going to be excuses, but conquerors, they don't make excuses. They take action. Instead of saying, oh, I'll start eating healthier next week, they go, God dang it. All right, we're starting now in this whole trip. I'm going to buy foods ahead of time because I know people don't want to eat as healthy as me. You know, that's what I've done. It's like when I go on trips with a bunch of my friends and they're eating potato chips and pizza and stuff, I prep. I go and get a food that I know is going to be sustainable to my diet. Because look, if you don't prepare, I know I'm going to be eating all that bullshit too. Now, that's one of the things. You just got to start taking action. No more excuses. Because look, the average person makes excuses. Conquerors don't. I mean, do you think Elon Musk goes, oh, dude, I didn't get sleep, I'm tired. So, you know what? Everything I was going to do, SpaceX, putting it on pause. Tesla, nah, put it on pause. No. I mean, of course, he can make all the excuses he wants, but that's not what enabled him to hit the goals that he has. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, this fool's a complete animal. He came to America with nothing, won Mr. Olympia 6 times. He was a Hollywood actor and then a governor of California. You know, he doesn't make excuses when he doesn't feel good. He goes and hits the gym because him hitting his goals is more important than how he feels on a given day. And the thing is, once you get in the habit of start doing these things, not making excuses, it becomes easier and easier. Everything in your life comes from a habit. You know, you're likely not in the habit of sticking to your word, which is why you fail with every New Year's resolution. It goes good for a few days, but then when you get tired, guess what? You don't stick to your word. You fall back into your old patterns and ruts. And the thing is, when you don't hit your goals and you're falling back into your old patterns and ruts, you might feel disgusted with yourself. You might think to yourself, why can I not stick to my own word? Why can I not improve my life? And then the worst part is you go on social media. You see all these people living these extraordinary lives where they're in a fun-loving attitude, cracking jokes with their friends, traveling, and you're like, why isn't my life like that? Well, look, your life isn't like that because you're not living as a conqueror. You're making excuses. You have poor habits in place, faulty habits that are keeping you stuck. I mean, there's the reason why your life is the way it is right now. It's just faulty habits, ultimately, what it comes down to. So the next time you are going to make an excuse to yourself, I want you to question yourself. I want you to stop and be like, okay, I'm not going to hit the gym right now. Well, ask yourself, how am I going to feel in 2 years from now or 2 months from now if I don't change anything, if I'm still have the same body that I don't feel comfortable in? Probably a lot worse. So you have to decide if you're going to keep letting excuses ruin your life, or if you're going to start living like a conqueror. You're going to start performing like Elon Musk, David Goggins. Now, look, in the New Era of Health, what we do is we have everyone come in here and we have them acquire the mind of a conqueror. And ultimately what that is forming the right foundational habits that super achievers have. You know, I studied high performers. I studied how the human brain works, how the human psychology has evolved. And I put all this ancient wisdom into acquiring the mind of a conqueror. It's essentially powerful habits that ultimately are going to lead to success in all areas of your life. And not only that, they're going to make it so that you can tackle life in a fun living attitude as well. Now look, I don't want to talk your ears off. If you want to learn more about acquiring the mind of a conqueror, we have a 7-day challenge. You can check it out below, or just keep checking out our free content. Either works for me. But make sure to toss this video a like and subscribe. And lastly, what did you think was most interesting about this video? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.